Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Wednesday, October 16th. We have all you need to know about the upcoming voter registration deadline, as well as updates on judicial decisions affecting the Penn State Board of Trustees.
We also have more information on the presidential candidates' recent visits to Pennsylvania, along with entertainment, sports, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Morgan Suppes.
And I'm Antonio Fondacaro. The Pennsylvania voter registration deadline is around the corner. The last day to register to vote is coming Monday, October 21st. The deadline to request a mail-in or absentee ballot is Tuesday, October 29th. Official voting polls open on November 5th at 7 a.m. Students who need more information on voter registration can visit studentaffairs.psu.edu/PSU votes. Community members can visit vote.gov.
An alleged code of conduct violation has put an end to the vote to remove Penn State trustee. Last Wednesday, a Center County judge granted alumni-elected trustee Barry Fenchak's request for a preliminary injunction. This injunction put a stop to the board meeting that planned to vote on his removal. The injunction is in effect until his lawsuit is resolved, his term ends, or if the court lifts it.
Mount Nittany Health is conserving IV fluids amid a nationwide shortage caused by flooding at a major supplier's facility. Baxter International, one of the largest IV fluid suppliers, shut down its factory in North Carolina due to Hurricane Helene. The shortage could last through the end of the year. Mount Nittany is working closely with medical teams to conserve IV fluids and maintain emergency care. Elective surgeries may be canceled if supplies run low. The health system will keep patients informed if there are any changes to care.
Atherton Street is about to finally be construction-free. PennDOT says the year-long construction is projected to end the first week of November. This week, crews have started working on road improvements like pavement marking, installing highway lights, and constructing sidewalks. The $32 million construction project stretches from Curtin Road to just past Westerly Parkway. And this is only the third phase. PennDOT says it's starting planning a final phase of construction, but that drivers have at least a few years before then. What can students expect outside this week? Student meteorologist Gavin Sandell is live in the studio with the latest details. Gavin.
Thanks, Morgan. That's a very good question. Right now, I'll answer that in just a bit, but right now, 48 degrees as we look towards the Arboretum on a beautiful night here in State College, mainly cloudless in the skies as we are having a feels-like temperature of 45 degrees and quite a dry night as well, with that dew point sitting at the freezing mark, 32 degrees. And the cloudless skies, I do want to mention, is a very important factor for what we're going to be seeing tonight. We're going to have our first freeze for many, not just in Center County, but really across the state as a whole as well. I will also go through a foliage update in what is peak season right now for much of Pennsylvania. And additionally, this weekend, we'll have our next warm-up on the way as a high-pressure system will begin to bring higher temperatures up to our area. So let's continue with just temperatures right now. We are, like I mentioned, we're sitting in the high 40s in State College. Williamsport sitting at 49. And really across the board here in the central part of the state, we're sitting in 40s to 50s. Philadelphia, is sitting at 56 there, a little bit higher, as well as Erie due to that lake breeze off of Lake Erie at 52 degrees. Radar and satellite is also showing a clear shot, not much to speak of, although there is some cloud activity moving through the northern sector and the western sector of the state. These clouds could impact frost and freezes that will occur, so there is not too much of a threat there. More of the threat of frost and freeze is in the central and eastern part of the state. But I do want to say these northern winds right now, the real culprit of these northern winds are from this high-pressure system that's currently situated in mid-Missouri and is bringing not just northerly winds, but in a really amazingly clear shot of no precipitation here in State College, and expect that to stay. I do want to mention one more time our winter weather alerts, though. We have our freeze warning for Center County and north. We do have some stuff in the Laurel Highlands as well, and as I mentioned, some freeze watches in this light blue going towards the southeast, towards the capital region and Philadelphia as well. So what does this all mean for foliage? Like I said, Right now, the DCNR did release a report from October 10th saying here in Centre County we are approaching best color. I do expect that to change, and conditions going into the weekend will actually make us even better with more peak conditions, and maybe we're going to be starting to approach the end of that bell curve. I'll talk about these conditions first with the pressure tracker, as we are situated in a big, gigantic area of blue. This is a high pressure system, like I mentioned. I'm kicking it to Saturday right now to show you that this high pressure, meaning good weather, will just stick around in our area. So we're going to have beautiful conditions not only for the rest of this week, but going into the weekend as well. And what does this mean in terms of precipitation? Absolutely nothing. There is a system in the Atlantic Ocean that might bring some clouds over to southeastern Pennsylvania by Friday and Saturday. But as we go into the weekend and our Penn State bye weekend, it should look beautiful. So any weekend plans would be absolutely good to go for the weekend. 32 degrees is your forecast tonight. As I mentioned, the first freeze is possible for portions of central Pennsylvania and northward. But as we go into tomorrow, apart from some frost, we should remain sunny with a high of 56, just a couple of degrees below our seasonable normal for this day and age. So for the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, I want to maybe take away from some of this nice cool conditions we've been having, because this used to be blue, now it's red area. We're going to see warmer temperatures as compared to average over our area for the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And what does this mean all in terms of the 7-day forecast? We will be seeing seasonable conditions tomorrow, but it will start to warm up Friday and Saturday. It will be nice into the weekend, but then 70s on Monday and Tuesday, potentially on Wednesday as well. So maybe summer's last gasp as we go into the week next week, guys.
Thanks, Gavin. Now stick around, because after the break, Jessenia Marrero will have the latest in sports. Stay tuned. Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Jessenia Marrero with your sports update. Penn State's men's ice hockey team is off to a strong start this season. They recently earned a thrilling 4-3 overtime victory against the Alaska Fairbanks, thanks to the game-winning goal from senior captain Simon Mack. The team showed resilience throughout the game with goals from key players like Danny Genev and Jared Crespo. This win gives them a solid start to the season. However, Penn State faced a tough challenge against Quinnipiac in their next game, narrowly losing 3-2. Despite a shaky start, the Nittany Lions fought back in the third period with a power play goal, but ultimately could not overcome the lead. Looking ahead, Penn State is preparing for its home games against St. Lawrence on October 25th and 26th at Pagula Ice Arena. Continuing on with Penn State athletics, the men's basketball student season ticket sale is happening tomorrow on Thursday, October 17th, starting at 7 a.m. For just $50, you'll score access to all the home games, except for matchups against Penn, Northwestern, and the Palestra game against Indiana. A student season ticket guarantees your spot at the Big Rec Hall game on January 13th. So set those alarms and mark the date, because these tickets sell out fast. After the New York Jets got defeated by the Buffalo Bills 23-20, the Jets have officially traded star wide receiver Davante Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. Their hopes included reunited him with quarterback Aaron Rodgers. This move was driven by a strong chemistry between Rodgers and Adams built during their time with the Green Bay Packers, where they were one of the league's most dangerous QB and wide receiver duos for 8 years. Adams has expressed that Rodgers had remained in his ear, signaling their continued close relationship. Adams, who has voiced frustrations with his role on the Raiders this season, is seen as a valuable asset for the Jets as they attempt to improve their offense. This reunion should reignite their previous on-field magic, as Rodgers has always relied heavily on Adams as a go-to target. This could mark a major win for the Jets as they remain competitive in the AFC. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Bridget Fitzpatrick has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick with your entertainment update. It's that time of the year as Thon fundraisers start picking up once again. One of the most exciting events of the year is right around the corner. The annual Thon 5K, powered by PNC Bank, is this Sunday, October 20th, with this year's theme, Explore Endless Possibilities. Students and community members will have access to a wide variety of opportunities to get involved on Sunday, including attending a line dance, food trucks, live music, and so much more. Those still interested in participating can register online through the Thon Store website before October 18th. Make sure to come out this weekend to support our runners and learn more about Thon. For those looking to celebrate spooky season, don't miss Haunted Valley, hosted by the Lion Ambassadors, to learn more about Penn State's mysterious past. The event will take place at the Hintz Family Alumni Center and University House this Friday, October 18th from 7 to 10 p.m. Visitors will get to explore the oldest standing structure on campus and take part in lantern tours throughout the night. Haunted Valley is free and open to the public, but RSVP for lantern tours on the Penn State Alumni Association website to secure your spot. Are you looking to enhance your wardrobe? Kylie Smith is live in the studio now with more details on a limited time event downtown. Kylie?
Thanks, Bridget. Over the weekend, I got a chance to attend Pop-Up Av's curated outdoor maker market, where I got the opportunity to speak to the event assistant and other vendors. Let's take a look. Here behind me, Pop-Up Ave is hosting its 9th annual Pop-Up Market here at State College, along with many statewide vendors. Let's see what it's all about.
We're here at Pop-Up Ave. Pop-Up Ave is an event that started in 2016 by Brad and Andrea Grosnick. We are a curated maker market that brings vendors from all over the state, lots of townies, lots of people from State College, lots of local talent, but also talent that wants to come here for our event. So it's really just to get people out into the community, to enjoy the weather.
Pop-Up Ave is a curated outdoor maker and vintage flea market that took place on Fraser Street at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Plaza. Pop-Up hosts vendors from all across Pennsylvania as a great opportunity for the community to come together and enjoy the start of fall. You can eat food and enjoy live music, all while supporting local businesses.
I'm a Sierra maid. I do tufting. I also have a background in all fiber arts. I've been doing this for about 2 years now. Just kind of started really selling this year. I'm from State College, so it's really nice to come out for Fall Fest and other pop-up apps. And hopefully soon we can start making some tufting classes happen around town so that other people can learn too.
To find more information or to see where Pop-Up Ave and their vendors are heading next, you can follow their Instagram or search their website at Pop-Up Ave. Reporting in University Park, I'm Kylie Smith for PSN News.
Pop-Up Ave will be coming back to State College in late April, so if you didn't get a chance to see them on Saturday, stay on the lookout for more information. And, in the meantime, you can still buy from these vendors through the Pop-Up Ave website. Back to you, Bridget.
Thanks, Kylie. In breaking national news, former One Direction member Liam Payne has died at 31 years old. Police say that the musician fell from the third-floor balcony of a hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina, earlier today. He was a beloved boy band star, solo artist, and father. Liam was best known for his songs Strip That Down and Teardrops. As we wait for more information, our thoughts go out to his family and friends. We will keep you up to date as the investigation continues. That's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Jackson Tortone will be speaking with Ryan Klein, the President College of Republicans. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Jackson Tortone, and with me tonight is Ryan Klein, the President of the College Republicans. Thank you so much, Ryan, for coming in tonight. So I want to start just to get to know you a little bit. So what is your year and what is your major?
Yes, thank you for having me here. I'm a senior studying political science and history through the Schreier Honors College.
Very nice. Okay, so how long have you been a member of the College Republicans, and when did you become president?
Yeah, so I've been a member of the College Republicans all 4 years that I've been here. I started out as chief of staff. I was appointed my freshman year, and then I moved up the ranks. I became director of special events my sophomore year, then president my junior year, and so I'm about a year and a half in now, and it's been a great experience.
Awesome. So your previous role is chief of staff, and then what was the second one?
Director of special events.
Okay, so what exactly did those roles entail?
Yeah, so chief of staff is largely just kind of doing tasks at the request of the president. So I helped do voter registration drives, our tabling efforts. I did a service project where I partnered with Dear Hero, a local veterans organization. And then when I was director of special events, I was our Thon chair. So that year we raised over $11,000 for Thon, which is something we're very passionate about at College Republicans. We're the only political group on campus to fundraise. So I was really proud to spearhead that initiative my sophomore year.
Yeah, and on Thon, did you guys have any dancers that went last year, or do you guys plan to have dancers that go this year?
Yeah, actually. So we have 2 dancers every year, guaranteed. I actually danced in Thon 2023. It was a remarkable experience, something I'm never going to forget about my time here at Penn State.
Awesome to hear. So you're the president of the club, which obviously that could entail, a lot of things, a lot of hard work. So how do you balance, that very high responsibility with all the classes that you take?
Yeah, so I think setting deadlines and expectations. We have a really great team working on College of Republicans, both on our executive board and our cabinet. So, I delegate as much work as I can to them, but also make sure that I'm doing my job, which, is managing our communications efforts, managing our political efforts, our fundraising, and all of the administrative stuff. And as for classes, I make sure I keep myself on a strict regimen. Meeting all my deadlines. I'm in the honors college. I've had a pretty decent GPA since I've been here, and I'm really proud to have attained some academic success in conjunction with my work with College Republicans.
Well, that's great to hear. And so what is the relationship with the College Republicans? Obviously, politics are very divisive, so what is the relationship of your club with groups like the College Democrats and other political activism groups on campus?
Yeah, so when I became president a year and a half ago, I made it a priority of mine to become friends and have a good working relationship with the president of the College Democrats. Actually, him and I went out on my 21st birthday together. We've done a lot of media, interviews as well. And next week, we're debating each other in front of the school, talking about the economy, the environment, and foreign policy. So I look forward to having a really productive and robust discussion on these, pressing issues for our country. And
do you think that you two having a close relationship and having these peaceful discussions, you think that's important for not just for college students, but also just for the country in general, given how divided it is right now?
Well, absolutely. I think, we've really put forth a model that a lot of college students and people across the country can emulate. You can be friends with somebody who you don't agree with. It just requires treating them with respect and dignity, which is something that we both believe in. So I'm really proud to have helped foster that really good, friendship and relationship, and I look forward to what we do together throughout the rest of the year to promote voting, civic engagement, and our respective causes.
And so kind of a related question, how important do you think that college political groups are to elections on the local, state, and federal level?
I think they're extremely consequential. Our group here at Penn State, we're deploying all across the state. We were in Scranton this weekend knocking doors. We're going to be leading a deployment in Pittsburgh in 2 weeks where we have multiple state federations and chapters of College Republicans coming together to knock doors for Dave McCormick, President Trump, and Rob McCreary, a local congressional candidate. So I look forward to, getting out our message to voters across the Commonwealth and flipping Pennsylvania for President Trump.
Mm-hmm. And so what would you say that your involvement with the club, has it changed your career outlook a little bit and maybe changed the way you want to go in the future?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's given me exposure to a lot of things. This club has given me a lot of professional connections, and I think that that's been one of the most consequential things that I've done as a result of that. So being in the club, I've been able to intern on the Hill 3 times because of the connections I've made. I was in Senator Tom Cotton's office, Congressman Glenn Thompson's office, and Congressman Greg Stubbe's office. Each of those experiences have given me really, neat stories. I've gotten to write speeches. I've gotten to, stand on the House floor. I've gotten to witness really interesting votes, track legislation, and talk to constituents across the country.
Well, that's really something. And do you think that in of itself would, are you going to build right off of those, or are you going to go somewhere else? Do you want to go straight to D.C., or would you like to start on a state level, or what is your overall plan as of right now?
Yeah, I'd like to go back to Capitol Hill. I think I've built up a really good resume there, and I think that, I could jump into whatever role I manage to get. And I'm really excited to be able to, serve whatever constituency that, I am a part of.
Okay, and so the last question. So what is your overall favorite aspect of being the president of the club?
I would say the people. The people I surround myself with, both the members, our cabinet, our executive board, have made my 4 years at Penn State something that I'm never going to forget. They've made it extremely influential and consequential to me. And so those friendships have really meant more than anything else. And, I'm really proud to call the people beside me my best friends.
It's great to hear. Well, thank you for coming in so much, Ryan. Now stick around, because coming up next, Antonio Morgan will have the latest news from across the nation.
The presidential race in Pennsylvania is heating up. Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris is campaigning in Bucks County, Pennsylvania today. Earlier this week, she visited Western Pennsylvania with a rally in Erie. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump was also in the Keystone State this week as he held a town hall meeting near Philadelphia. Pennsylvania remains a crucial battleground state in the 2024 race, with both campaigns making frequent visits as they vie for the state's 19 electoral votes.
A man carrying loaded firearms and multiple fake passports was arrested at a security checkpoint outside Donald Trump's rally in California. California police said they believed they stopped a third assassination attempt against Trump, though the suspect, a 49-year-old from Las Vegas, denies these claims, saying he's a Trump supporter. Police say the suspect was driving a black SUV with homemade license plates. He allegedly claimed he was a journalist, and police found the weapons after checking his car. He's scheduled to appear in court January 2nd, 2025.
A New Jersey Transit commuter train struck a fallen tree on the tracks early Monday morning, killing the train operator and injuring nearly 24 passengers. The accident occurred just after 6 a.m. near the Roebling station in Mansfield Township. There were 42 passengers aboard, and 23 were treated for minor injuries. River line service was suspended between Roebling and Trenton. NBC 10 reports that the train operator's family plans to sue the transit company and state officials.
Federal disaster workers had to abandon some of their hurricane relief efforts in North Carolina after receiving threats. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office says they received a call over the weekend about an armed militia and a man with an assault rifle. They say the man was threatening to harm FEMA workers. The man was later identified as William Jacob Parsons, and the militia turned out to be a hoax. Still, the threats caused FEMA to change some of their relief efforts. This includes abandoning door-to-door visits and instead working from a remote location. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram and Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe on stage.